Hiya! Dr. Allison J.K. here with you, and I want to help you look at what point of view do you have that is limiting you, and it's hidden. I'm not talking about necessarily the stuff you're already working on. The times we're moving into, March, April, and May, are like a reset point. You're going to find yourself evaluating, if you aren't already, in the coming weeks, particularly around the March 6th and 7th time, like how whatever path you're on, how it's going. Like, and it might be just a specific part of your life you're evaluating, your spiritual path, your spiritual progress, your business, and your finances, your relationship, significant relationship, your communications. So there's going to be evaluation that's happening and there's, God bless this universe in the cosmic order of things. We're getting a chance to reset. The energies that are coming in after that are all about reaching the new. So Aries is going into 0 degrees and it's a whole new reset, but there's also a whole bunch of other things going on cosmologically that's going to be influencing our vibrational backdrop to really move into this new time of the second half of the greatest shift of humanity, the greatest evolutionary leap for humanity ever, 2012 to 2032. And we're now in that first year of the second chunk. And this is more about the creative part. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I want to give a story that might help you. I have a friend who's also been a client before, and she was the one who actually edited my first book, What If There's Nothing Wrong, that I wrote my 10th year in Asia, talking about the holistic approach and consciousness and the mind-body connection. And she took it out of Chinglish into English. So she was a client of mine after that, paying client for years, and she's also a friend at this point. And I love to help teachers, nurses, and social workers, and particularly women, female ones, come out of those fields and go into something that's also for them or improve their situation. Now, this friend of mine is a teacher, and about 3-ish years ago, she dropped down to part-time because she's also really enthusiastic about sharing what she knows about the body and wellness. And she's always, as long as I've known her, had worries about money. And she's also, as long as I've known her, been really driven to have some kind of success. And what the conversation is that we had today was evaluating the choices she's made through the years. And God bless her, has been doing her best, just like all of you. And none of them have been really about setting up this. So when she went down to part-time about 3 years ago, just so she could focus more on her well-being part of her business, she didn't have the tools. She would socialize with people at different, like the National Speakers Association, because she's such a social person. And she would go and meet with them for like the camaraderie, but really wasn't focused on a profit margin or even making a profit or even making money as like a source of income. And so she also met a couple of people that really inspired her, and she's aware of wanting to have balance in her life and having more lightness and joy, who had a space to visit in Acapulco, which she went twice, all expenses included except her flight, so that she could get a bit of coaching and some more socializing. Yeah. So what you're hearing me illustrate are choices that we can see where she hasn't been actively choosing what the steps are that it takes to have success as a viable business owner. Now, you know, I've been doing this for 13 years. I took what was my side gig when I was a classroom teacher, including the 10 years overseas in the international school system, and my side gig being the energy medicine and holistic health and wellness and meditation. Now, full-time, it's been 13 years, it's a multiple six-figure business. There are steps, you know, I mean, I have vibrational upgrade practitioners that get trained with me, first time ever owning a business, first time ever doing energy medicine, possibly for some of them. And there are certain choices that I see people naively make that, and I'm not saying that my friend is naive, I'm not saying that you're naive, but there's a sense of naivete where, you know, the first thought is I got to file as an LLC, or I got to come up with my logo, or I got to come up with my name and my business. And that's all creative, except for the LLC. but it's not knowledgeable about what it actually takes to have success. Because her hidden belief is, if I am to have success, it's going to be hard. If I'm going to have success, it's going to be a struggle. Money is a struggle for me. So she's now looking at, exhausted in these energies, that she's a bit more sensitive and a bit more proactive, because this is what's going to be happening, is this evaluation time coming up. She was so hurt and so angry and so pissed today that she's feeling this drain both of money and energy and just spent. And she's not used to having anger expressed. And I was helping, I created the space, safe space for her to express it, and use the F-bomb a couple of times, which is out of her norm, and really allow it to come out, because anger is a great, like probably the best tool to use to motivate drawing a line in the sand, drawing boundaries, and saying no more of that struggle, or no more of that version of me doing that. I decide instead to have this, and that this is the higher version. And there, in order for us to create this new era, so many energetics coming in from now until May in particular to help us root in the new possibilities. So you hear that. So there's a period that's basically starting now. You can already feel it for those of us who are sensitive and already responding to it. That then by March 7th, you're really going to be an evaluation of what's working, what's not working, and having the ability to see and perceive the hidden belief or hidden point of view that you have, that's actually what's blocking you, because it's not the outside world that creates your life. It's you and everything that goes on in here. And as many of you have heard me say over and over again on almost every single interview I give, which are many, is the thoughts that are creating our life are not the thoughts we hear. So it would really behoove you to get someone in there who can help you see that, whether it's me or somebody else who can accurately, instead of projecting themselves, but accurately perceive what you're up to. I can do that like in my sleep. It's ridiculous. So because of the nature of everything I'm saying and my mission, I have started this new possibilities portal. It's $7 a month. And it's replacing what has been the free monthly call that I had monthly for 11 years that many of you are familiar with. You get a bunch of bonuses. One of them is to have more courage. And so one of the things I know about having more courage is it's contagious, as is fear. So as you rise above your self-imposed limitations, you're going to inspire others to do that. And that's what we need now. So I've created this new possibilities portal. There's 3 different bonuses. Let's hear your tigress roar is one of them. Stellar confidence and power of steel is another one. And then the third one is about starting a new life. Clearings and activations on all of these, obviously. And so that's the bonus list. And then you're going to get the 30-minute call with me monthly, where there'll be a transmission, there'll be clearings and activations, and then I'll call on someone each month when my guidance shows me who will contribute to everybody's experience on the call. So I'll put that link below, and please do something that isn't self-blaming, yeah? So that you can rise above and really begin to live out more of your possibilities and your potential and what is now becoming possible now that wasn't even like 6 months ago. Blessings.